Hey guys, how are you doing? Today is another day and we're back and ready for our math lesson. Today we're on lesson 119. Make sure you have your pencil and eraser with you before you start. And of course, don't forget your paper. Now I have one exactly right here on your screen. Always remember, you can always pause this video and just take your time. Now in the upper right corner of your paper, make sure you write your name. And since we're working together, what are we going to write? WT. Yes, that's right. Now let's go ahead and write that down. My pen. Okay, WT. Okay. Now here, let's read the instruction. It says skip count and write the missing numbers. Now in this lesson, we're going to do more multiplication. Okay. Oops, I gotta turn that off. And number 1, it starts with number 2. That means we're going to skip count by 2's. So what comes after 2? 2. And then 4. That's 4. 6. 8. 10. That's 10 right there. 12. 14, 16, 18, 'This pen is not working right. Okay. 18. I probably have to do something with it. Hold on. Right again, 18, and then the last one is 20. Oops, that's 2 and 0. Okay, you can go ahead and write 0 next to the 2. Okay, that's a 0. Now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now the next one here, number 2, we have 3. That means we're going to skip count by 3's. So 3, 6, and then what's next? 9. Oops, how come my pen is having a problem? 3, 6, 9. Do you remember the song? 3, 6, 9. And then we have 12. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15. And then we have 18. 21. And then what's next? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. And then we have 24. And then 27. The last one is 30. And we're done. That's for the 3. Skip count by 3's. Number 3, we have 4's. Let's skip count by 4's. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now, when you add 4 to 8, what do we have? 12. When you add 4 to 12, you have 16. And when you add 4 to 16, we get 20. Ooh, that's 2. Oops. Okay, let's rewrite that. That's a 6 there, okay? My 6 is not working. That's a 6, and then we have 20. After that, you add 4 to 20. We have 24. That's 24, okay? And then we have 24 plus 4, 28. Ooh. And 28 plus 4, we have 32. 32 plus 4, we have 36. Okay. And 36 plus 4, we have 40. Let's write number 4 here. And 0 right there. Okay. Now in number 4, we have to skip count by what? 5. You got that right. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Oops, where's that? 20. And then we have 25. This one is easy peasy lemon squeezy because we've been doing skip counting by 5s all the time. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I'm not going to write that down. I think I'm going to stop. My pen is not listening. Let me try again one more time. There we go. Seems like my pen's getting scared. 25. And then we have 30. And we have 35. Followed by 40. Oops. 45. And the last one is 50. You can go ahead and write your 50. Now our last number here, only in this in this portion, we have what? 10. We skip count by 10. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, oops, 50, 60, oops, 65. 65? What's going on here? Why is it 65? Oh no, it's not 65. Let's go back. Let's erase that. Let me start again. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. What? I can't hear you. 70. Good job. So let's write 7 here. Down. So we have 70. That looks like backward F. But anyway, that's 7, okay? And then we have 80. Let's write number 8 here. I'm serious, my pen. 80, and then we have 90, and the last one is ding 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 100. Okay, we have 100 right here. Okay, there we go. Finally, after how many tries, right? I'm sure you're doing great. You're doing amazing, right? You know, sometimes there's something wrong with my pen. I think it needs to be replaced. Okay, now let's do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then what's the rest all the way to 13. Now, how are we going to solve all these equations like this without any drawings or anything? You know what I need you to do to help you out is I need you, let me see if I can make this smaller, this portion. like this. Okay, let me see. Make it a little this way. Okay, I hope you can see this better. Okay, let's do it this way. So what I need you to do is okay, here. So for now, so we have 8 times 3. That means we have to have 8 sets of what? 3. Okay, so this number that we circled, that means that that's the skip count that we're going to use. So we're going to use the skip count by 3s, which is this one here. So we have to go to the 8 sets, or the 8 jumps. What we're going to do, you have to it's like this. So from 3, that's considered 1. So there's 1 right here, 1. There's 2, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the 8 sets, right, of 3s. So that's 8 sets of 3s. Again, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You stop at the 8. That means we have 8 sets of 3, and the answer is 24. Okay, now here we have 4 sets of 10. So let's underline that and you circle the other number. 4 sets of 10, we're going to use the skip count by 10. And how many sets we're going to stop at the 4th count. Right here is our 10th, and then we're going to start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and we stop here. Okay, and also remember, before I told you, circle the 10, copy the 4, and drop down 0, or just copy the 0. Now here, any number you multiply with 1, all you need to do is, I usually like just to cross that out, or I just copy the other number. So any number you multiply with 1, if 1 is the factor, the answer is the other factor. 4 times 2. Now we have 4 sets of 2. What are we going to do? We skip count. We skip count by 2s, and there's 4 sets. So we're going to use the 2s, the one we circled right here. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we have what? 4. Now here we have 5 sets of 6. Oh, we don't have 6 here. We don't have skip count by 6. So let's do the other way around. That means that we're going to skip count by 5s. You can do that too. And we're going to stop after 6. Okay, let's skip count by 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is 30. Okay, so let's write 30 here. Now we have 2 sets of 7, but then we don't have skip count by 7 here because we only have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Now remember that in factors, you can do it the other way around. If we don't have skip count by 7, then we could use the skip count by 2s. Now let's circle the 2s and we underline the 7. That means that we're going to stop at the 7th jump. Okay, let's skip count by 2s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 14. Now here we have 4 times 4. There's 4 sets of 4. Now it doesn't really matter which number you're going to choose because these two numbers are identical. They're the same. So we can circle this one right here. Like I said, they're exactly the same, so it doesn't really matter. That means that we're going to skip count by 4, and we're going to stop at number 4, at, you know, after we counted 4 hops or jumps. So let's do that. So we have 1 here. Don't start here, remember that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. What number is this? 16. So we write 16 right here. Now, any number you multiply, if 0 is a factor, the answer is what? 0. If 1 factor is 0, your answer is automatically 0. You can always pause this video if you think I'm so fast, okay? Now you can just maybe go walk around and then come back and continue your work. Now let's move on. Now what is 2 times 2? That means that there's 2 strings attached here, and we skip count by 2. That's 2, 4. So this here is equals to 4. Let's just write 4 like that. Oh, let me erase this one. Great. So let's write 4 here. Now, if 1 factor is 1, you just copy the other factor, and that's the answer. 1 times 5 equals 5. Yeah, this one is easy peasy, just like when you're multiplying with 0. You don't need to think, just write 0. But this one here, you just copy the other number. So we're going to write greater or lesser. The alligator is going to eat the bigger number. So which one is bigger? This one. So 2 times 2, oops, 2 times 2 is lesser than 1 times 5. Number 15. Now we have 3 times 2. Now I like to draw a line like this. And then that means because we have 1, 2, 3, the 3 sticks represents the first number or the first factor, and the second factor. That's we're going to skip by whatever factors says here. If it's 2, then 2. If it's 4, then skip count by 4. Since this is 2, we can write 2. You write 2 on the top. Oops. Oopsie daisy. And let me make this bigger. So that should be 2, and then 4, 6. So our answer is 6. Oops, that's 4 there, okay? And then we have, I'm serious, doesn't like 6. There we go, 6. Now we have, excuse me, we have this one here. So I like to draw 2 sticks. And that means we're going to skip count by 4. We draw 4 followed by 8. Very good. Now which one is more? 3 times 2 or 2 times 4? Of course this one. Very good. 3 times 2 is lesser than 2 times 4. Now let's do number 16. Now I like to do sticks. Oh, did we skip count by 3s? Did we? Okay, yes, we did. Let's do by 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can start here since we're skip counting by 3. So we have 3. You write 3 right there. And then 6. That's 6. 3, 6. 9, and then 12. Okay, we have 3, 6, 9, and then 12. 4 times 3 equals 12. How about 5 times 2? Do you want to put 5 lines here? That's fine. We can do that. Or do you want to do 2 lines here and we skip count by 5? Okay, let's do skip count by 5. So we have 1, 2. So we skip count by what? By 5. So 5, 10. Okay. So which one is more? 4 times 3 or 5 times 2? 4 times 3 is more Then 5 times 2. Very good. I think you're getting it. You're getting better. Now let's write a sentence to answer the question. Here in number 17, it says here, there are 3 trees outside Patty's window. Patty saw 4 squirrels in each tree. How many squirrels did Patty see in the tree? So first, let's underline the important information. One of them is 3 trees. And then, what's the next one? 4 squirrels in each tree. So, assuming that there's 3 squirrels, you can do a drawing. I like to do a drawing better. We can do that. So, we can do this is my tree. 1, 2, 3. We're going to use this eventually, but I just want to show it to you. So we have 3 trees, and how many squirrels do we have in each tree? We have 4. So you write 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are my squirrels. Aren't they cute? Yes, I know. They look so amazing. They're hiding, I guess. Or maybe picking some fruits or seeds. I don't know. But they look so cute. Now, what will be your equation? We will have what? 3. This is not writing. Okay, let's redo this one. We have 3. Oops, that's 3. Okay, let me redo that. 3 times what? 4. Equals how many? We have what? We have 4, 8, 12. We have 12 here. You can go ahead and write 2 over here for 12. There we go, in 12. Since we have this drawing, we don't have to do this anymore. But if you want to, you can go ahead and you can write 3 here. Let's write 3 here. And then we have, okay, hold on. Why is it 13 now? Okay, let's write 3 here. And then we have, here we have 4. And then you can go ahead and draw your dots here. Make sure you have 12 altogether. You have 3 going down. And then we have 4 going horizontally. And then we just fill in the blanks. Make sure that you fill in all those dots there, those spaces that we have left. And make sure they're all equal amount. There's 3 going down. And don't just stop like drawing 3 going down here and then 4 all the way over here and then you stop. You don't want to do that. You have to cover all those spaces. Okay, I'm just showing you. Pretend those are all dots. So make sure you have all dots all in these spaces right here. And so when you count all the dots, the total of it, you have to have 12 altogether. Now let's write the answer. Let's write the answer here. How many squirrels did Patty see in the trees? Patty saw how many? 12. 12 squirrels in the trees. Okay, there we go. Now let's move on to the back of this paper. Like he said, you can always pause this video. When you're ready, you can come back and continue your work. Let me get the next one. Okay. Now here we have solve again. The back of your paper. Ooh, this is easy. What do you think? You think you can do this by yourselves? That would be amazing. Maybe you can pause this and see how well you do. You can go ahead and put your answers. And when you're ready, you can click play and then we'll check your work together. How about that? That's awesome. Okay, let's solve this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way to 11. Now here we have 1 times 6. Remember, if 1 is a factor, all you need to do is copy the other factor, which is 6. Just write down 6 right there. Okay, 6. Now number 2, 10 times 2. If you have a 10, I like to circle the 10. And then copy the other factor. Write down 2. That's not doing well. 2 and then drop down or bring down 20 or 0. Here 1 times 7 is 7. Go ahead and write 7. It's not 17. Okay, that's 7. Looks like machete, but anyway, that's 7. Number 4, we have 0 times 4. Now any number, if 0 is a factor, this is like easy peasy lemon squeezy, like we talk about. The answer is 0. Now 6 times 2. How many do we have? How many? So you want to use this one, right? Let's do it this way to make it a little bigger and closer. So I want to do, because we don't know how to skip count by 6 yet, but we know we're pro in skip counting by 2s, right? I'm sure. Yep. So let's use the 2 as skip counting, and let's attach stick to the number 6. Okay, go ahead and do that. Ooh, there we go. Looks like a sun rays. That looks awesome. Okay, let's skip count by 2s. So now we have 2. That is 2. Okay, let me make this smaller. So we have 2. Let's come on, 2s. Write down. Okay, that's 2. Anyway, and then 4. So that's 2 right there, okay? 6. That's a 6. 2, 4, 6, and then 8, 10, and the last one is 12. So the answer here is 12. The product is 12. Okay, that's 2. Okay, there we go. Oops, again. There we go. Now let's look at number 6. Which one? Now, do you know how to skip count by 7 or 5s? We know how to skip count by 5s. So we put a line where? Here. Since we know the 5s, let's underline that one. How about that? And then we go to the next number or the next factor, which is 7, and we draw 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we know we're skip counting by 5s, right? We don't need to write that down. Let's just do it and skip counting by using our imagination or our brain. Okay, just pretend that there's number 5 there, or the numbers. So as we skip count, let's point at each line. Let's do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Now, since we all touch all those lines, that means that we don't go over it again. We stop at the 7th line and we stop at what number? 35. So let's write it down, 35 here. Okay. Now here we have 7 times 3. Here's another trick that I'm going to show you. Maybe you probably know it already. And I like to, I'm sure probably Mrs. Spears taught you this one, the touch numbers. So what we can do is, instead of drawing lines, we can draw that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's 7 dots, and then as we're going to skip count as we touch them. Okay, so we skip count by 3s. Let's do that. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and the last one is 21. So 7 times 3 equals 21. Now number 8. 10 times 5. Now one of your factor is 10, so let's circle the 10. I like circling the 10. Oh, not outside the 10, but around the 10. Bring down 5. And then just copy the 0. We have 50. 10 times 5 equals 50. 3 times 6. Do we know how to skip count by 3s? Yes, we do. Do we know how to skip count by 6? Not yet, but soon we will learn. So what about this? Let's do this because we don't know how to skip count by 6. This is the number we don't know how to skip count by. So let's put 6 dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we skip count by what? 3. Let's skip count by 3. Now, are you ready? Let's do it together. Ready? Begin. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. What's next? 18. Very good. So 3 times 6 equals 18. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, we have 10 and 11. Let's make that a little smaller quick. So probably it's a little better. Now, we have 2 times 9. Do we know how to skip count by 2s? Yes, we do. How about 9? Not yet. How about this one? I'll show you another trick. If one of your factor is 2, that means you just have to double the 9s, the other factor. Okay? Let's do that. That means that there should be, this is also the same as 9 plus 9. Oops, it's not writing. Okay. 9 plus 9 equals. That means that we have 2 sets of 9. You're just going to add the 2 9s together. We have 9 plus 9 equals 18. Or 2 times 9 equals 18. Now this only works for this type of multiplication. If you have 2 as your factor, that means you have to just double the other number. Okay? Now here we have a number 11. We have 4 times 3. Do we know how to skip count by 4? Yes. Do we know how to skip count by 3s? Yes, absolutely. Now you can choose whichever one you want. I'll show you anyway how to do it. Now let's say you decided to skip count by threes. So let's do a dot here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put 4 dots because 4 means 4. So that means that we have 4 dots. And then we skip count by threes. We did not draw anything here in number 3. So that means we skip count by threes here. Let's do that again. Let's do that now. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 times 3 equals 12. Okay, what about the other one? But Ms. Zimbalewski, I know how to skip count by fours. I'm really good at it. Sure, you can go ahead. We can do that. Now you can go ahead and draw 4 times 3 on the side. That's 4 times 3 equals. So this is 3, and we're going to skip count by 4. So this one here, you're going to just draw 3 dots. That's 1. Okay, let me choose a different color. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now let's skip count by 4. Let's start. 4, 8, 12. So we have what? We have 12. Now let's do this one here. We're almost done. We have 3 times 5. What is 3 times 5? That means that we what? We know how to skip count by threes, and we know how to skip count by 5. So which one is easier for you? If you know, for me, it's easier to skip count by 5, in my opinion. If you're better at threes, go ahead, you skip count by threes 5 times, or you skip count 5 3 times. Let's do this one. Let's skip count by 5s, and then let's just draw a dot here. Let's do this one here. 1, 2, 3. So let's find the answer. 3 times 5. We have 5, 10, 15. So you write 15 right here. And then here, well, again, I prefer skip counting by 5. It's easier for me. So I'm going to use the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's count. 5, 10, 15, 20. So we have 20. So which one is more? 3 times 5 is lesser than 5 times 4. Number 13. Ooh, this is easy. 1 times 6 is 6. 9 times 0 is very good, 0. Oh, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. And what's the answer? 1 times 6 is lesser or greater? Greater or more than 9 times 0. So here the alligator is going to eat the bigger number. Who doesn't like a bigger number? Just think of it as cookies. Who doesn't like more cookies? I do. I do love more cookies compared to lesser one. So my mouth will be facing the more cookies. Now we have 2 times 4. Most of us would prefer skip counting by 2s. But to make it shorter, I would prefer skip counting by 4. So again, there's another way again. Now that means that because this is 2 times 4, that means we can add what? How many sets of 4? That means again that we can do 4 plus 4. It means that we have 2 4s that we're adding together. So 2 times 4 equals what? 8. Because that's like 4 plus 4. How about 3 times 10? Remember, circle the 10. Oops. And then copy the other number. And then drop down 0. So which one is more? 2 times 4 is lesser than 3 times 10. Very good. Are we awesome? We're doing great, right? We are. Yes, we are. Now let's do number 15. Solve, write a sentence to answer the question. Again, don't forget to write the sentence to your answer because that's what it says here in our instruction. You could use this one if you want to. If you're very pro, we didn't say that we have to picture it. But just to double check, that would be a lot better. Let's read number 15. Jamie found 5 bird nests. Each nest had 3 robin eggs in it. Excuse me. How many robin eggs did Jamie find? So what are the important informations here that we need to underline? We need to underline 5 bird nests. And what else? Each nest had 3 robin eggs in it. That's another important information. Oops. So what will be our equation? Well, you know what? I like to draw it first. How about you? You can go ahead and draw it with me or not. If not, that's okay. But I like to show it to you. Now we have how many bird nests? We have 5. So let's go ahead and draw 5 bird nests. You can put it here in any space that we have here. We can use that. So we have, but don't draw it so big, okay? So we have more space. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 bird nests. Now each, that means in every nest, have 3 robin eggs. So there's 3 robin eggs here. So we have 3 here. You can write 1, 2, 3. Oh, looks like a smiley face. No, not a smiley face, but looks like a face. 3. Okay. So we have 3 right there. Another 3. Who has the big face or better face? That's 3 eggs. Okay, that's my beautiful nest. So now, what will be the equation here? We'll have what? We have 5 times 3. That's 3. Okay. So equals how many? Let's skip going by 3s. So 3, 6, 9, 12. The last one is 15. So we have 15 altogether. That's 5. Okay. How about if we answer, what will be our answer here? So we'll have, what? We have 5 here on this side. And then 3 on the top. The 3 and my 5 starting to look alike. Oh no. Okay. So, now let's go ahead and draw the dots. We have 5 going down. 1, 2. Make it bigger. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. And then horizontally we have 3. That's 1, 2, 3. And then again, like I said, do not stop there. We need to fill in all the gaps or all the spaces. Okay. Now if you count all the dots, we have 15 altogether. So our answer is correct. Let's answer the question. How many robin eggs did Jamie find? Jamie found 15 robin eggs. And the last one, that's asset right there. Now, time to review. Let's read number 16. So, let's read the instruction first. Mark the answer or mark NH if the answer is not here. N for not and H for here. Not here. Number 16. The book of James has 108 verses. That's a lot. The book of Jude has 25 verses. How many verses are in the books of James and Jude? Remember, James and Jude. That means the word and what? What is that? What equation are we going to use? That means that we are going to plus. So we're adding, that's a plus sign, 108 plus 25. What is 8 plus 5? 13. Should I write 13 here? No. We only write 3. Very good. You write 3 right there, and then we put it up here in a tens place value, and then we have 1 plus 0 equals 1, plus 2 equals 3. And then bring down 1. Do we have any number here to add with the 1? No, we don't. So let's just bring down 1. So 108 plus 25 equals 133. So where's the answer? It's right here, 133. Okay. Now let's do number 17. Genesis has 50 chapters. Exodus has 40 chapters. How many more chapters does Genesis have than Exodus? Now let's evaluate or examine this problem here. It says here, how many more chapters does Genesis have than Exodus? So let's look at the more than, and then the word than, more than. What will be our equation? Is it addition, subtraction, multiplication? Subtraction. Very good. So what will be our equation like? We will have 50 minus 40. Now 0 minus 0 is 0. And then 5 minus 4 equals 1. Now do we have 10 here? No, we don't. So the answer will be not here. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And I will see you guys again in our next lesson, lesson 120. You have a great day.